Hello, hello, y'all are back. So thank you once again for stepping into the world of your girl, Sade Jackson, the realtor. If you have not already, please like, share, even subscribe to my YouTube channel to continue to get more content about the real estate realm. Home ownership is already a big move. And for many people who are buying a home for the very first time, it can also be a scary move. And one of the most frightening things is to find a home that you absolutely love. You go, you put in your offer, and you're all excited, and then that offer is not accepted. So let's eliminate at least one of your fears. Today, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make a competitive offer on a home so that it gets accepted. The very first thing that you need to do is present yourself as serious in the eyes of the seller. So before we even begin talking about numbers or looking at houses, what we're going to focus on first is getting a pre-approval letter. That pre-approval letter is an official approval from a lender for the amount you can borrow for a mortgage. Without a pre-approval letter, the chances of your offer being accepted will drop drastically if your offer is even considered at all. Sellers will not feel comfortable proceeding if they foresee problems with the buyer's financing. So if you're looking to make an offer on a home, this is what's going to make you really stand out. Step 2. The next thing you want to do to allow you to stand out is limit your contingencies. Now, while there are definitely some contingencies that you should never waive, there are some that are a little more flexible and negotiable depending on what the real estate climate is like at that particular time. And it might be even beneficial for you to waive it. One of the routes that you can take is being flexible with your move-in date. That can actually, I know it sounds minuscule, but that can actually make an offer stand out to a seller. Just know that you will fail every time if you expect a seller who is getting multiple offers above asking price to accept a contingency. But at the same time, you're not going to be afraid to ask for one if the house you're looking at has been on the market for an extended period of time. And let's say it has been on the market for about a few months. If you learned something so far, it's time to like and subscribe or share this with someone who you know will benefit from it. Step 3. Okay, so the next thing that you are going to do is make sure that you submit a competitive offer. If you're unsure of what a competitive offer is, you're going to consult with your realtor. Depending on what type of market we're in, which we can be in a buyer's market or we can be in a seller's market. If we are in a seller's market, you are going to come off from the very start strong. The way to do this is by assessing the property's market value. Your realtor will be able to assist you with this by conducting what is known as a CMA or a comparative market analysis. That CMA is going to help you know and understand what homes are selling for in that particular neighborhood. Step 4. Another step to take would be to increase your earnest money. Your earnest money is typically 1 to 3% of the purchase price. And this is the monies that allow sellers to know that you are serious about purchasing their home. Now, while there are many things set in place to protect the buyer, the earnest money protects the seller from a buyer who makes too many offers on homes. So you do actually have some people who will run around town putting in offers everywhere. So by placing a good amount of earnest money down, the sellers will know that you are serious, because if you back out, you will lose the amount in full. But if you're serious and your offer gets turned down, then you will receive your money back. And this is something that your realtor wants to make sure is clearly stated within the purchase agreement. And if the offer is accepted, then the money goes towards the purchase price of the home. So you see, if you're serious, it's kind of like a win-win. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, let me know what y'all would like to see from me. Please fill in that comment section with all of the questions that you may have. We are making good strides. Now we're on to step 5. Another bright idea would be to prepare an escalation clause. By knowing the asking price and market value, you will be prepared to make a standout offer. But in some cases, it's not always enough. What an escalation clause will do will allow you to bid a certain amount of money over anybody who puts in a bid that's higher than yours. So for example, if a good bid on a home would be $300,000 and you're willing to spend $315,000, you submit the offer for $300,000 and you stipulate that anybody who beats your offer, you will raise your offer so that it's $1,000 more than the highest offer, with a cap at $315,000. So if someone comes in and they bid $305,000, you have already promised the seller that you would go up to $306,000. With this strategy, though, you want to ask yourself, are you really willing to go that high? And also, is the house really worth it? The last thing that you would want to do is pay more than what the house is worth, because keep in mind, it has not been appraised yet. Step 6. The next idea is going to always work in your favor because it's you being genuine about your desire for the home. So the next step is making a connection and tell the seller why you love their home. Is it because it is perfectly placed in an area that is convenient for you and the family, supplying you all with the park, shopping center, and easy access to the freeway? Or maybe the kitchen size and design is everything that you have ever imagined and dreamed of. Using this step, you will want to speak up and establish that rapport with the seller. Putting a little emphasis on their emotions will help them remember you when they are reviewing potential offers. So, as I stated before, the home buying process for some can already be a little scary. And it can also be a process that can come off as exhausting, with all of the searching for your home, the touring of homes and negotiating, and even having to be on call for updates on bids. But remember, through this whole process, please remember to enjoy your journey. Having a respectable mortgage lender and a knowledgeable realtor on your side relieves a lot of your tension, anxiety, and frustration. And it's also the sure way to find success in the home ownership process. So now you can take a deep breath and woosah. Because now you know what to do in order to make sure that your offer stands out, and you even know where you want to begin. You need a lender to provide you with a pre-approval so you know exactly where you stand when it comes to the amount of home you can afford. So thank you once again for stepping into the world of your girl, Sade Jackson, the Realtor.